Today we are going to discuss about a man known for his instant replies and an immense sense of humor that he mostly displayed in the parliamentary sessions. Short in stature, high in values, that's how we would like to remember the versatile leader who the world knew as Shri Pranab Mukherjee, the Dada of Indian politics and irreplaceable politician in the Indian political history. Well read as he was, Mukherjee did justice to whatever role he was entrusted with from the beginning of his political career in 1969 to the time he swore in as a president of the nation. Sri Pranab Mukherjee was born in a Bengali family greatly involved in India's struggle for freedom on 11 December 1935 in Mirati village of Birbhum district in West Bengal. His father, Sri Kamla Kinkar Mukherjee, was active in the Indian independence movement and was a member of West Bengal Legislative Council between 1952 to 1964 on a representative of Indian National Congress and was a member of AICC. Sri Kinkar Mukherjee was jailed several times during the freedom struggle. His mother's name was Srimati Rajalakshmi Mukherjee.
Was highly politically sensitive and conscious, and naturally, because her husband, my father, was in politics from 1920, long period. And like any other housewife in those days, whose husbands are freedom fighters or political activists, their lives were divided between jail and outside jail. When outside jail, they did not remain in the home. They used to do the other political activities.
He did his schooling from Suri Vidyasagar College. Then he did his masters in political science and history from the University of Calcutta. He earned his LLB degree from the same university. He started his professional career not as a politician but as an upper division clerk in the office of Deputy Accountant General in Calcutta. A major in political science and history, Sri Pranab Mukherjee served as an assistant professor of political science in Vidyanagar College and as a journalist with the Bengali publication Deshadak before entering politics. In 1969, Sri Pranab Mukherjee stepped into the world of politics by getting elected to the Rajya Sabha on a Congress ticket. He played a key role in managing the election campaign of a non-career diplomat and a nationalist, Sri Vengalil Krishna Menon, as an independent candidate. He was 34. It is believed that the then Prime Minister Srimati Indira Gandhi spotted his decision-making skills and took him under her wings. Earlier in his career in the legislature, Mukherjee became a protege of Srimati Indira Gandhi. Under her tutelage, he began in 1973 to fill administrative positions of increasing responsibility in the cabinet, and in 1982 he was named to the important post of Minister of Finance. In the years that followed, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, renowned for his razor-sharp memory and meticulous decision-making ability, had grown to become one of the most trusted lieutenants of Indira Gandhi. Following the assassination of Srimati Indira Gandhi, Sri Pranab Mukherjee, a staunch Congress loyalist, resolved to remain with the party he had been part for a decade and a half. In the second volume of his autobiography titled The Turbulent Years 1980 to 1986, he details how he and Sri Rajiv Gandhi came to learn of the assassination of Gandhi, sharing remarkable details around his relation with the younger Gandhi as well. He was arguably the most qualified candidate to replace Gandhi, and despite numerous rumors stating that Mukherjee was angling to replace Srimati Indira Gandhi as the next Prime Minister of the country, Sri Pranab Mukherjee notes that it was in fact his idea to have Rajiv Gandhi take the top seat. When the Congress swept the 1984 general elections, winning 404 out of 514 seats, Mukherjee believed that his inclusion in Rajiv Gandhi's ministerial cabinet was all but sealed. However, to his surprise, Rajiv Gandhi opted against granting Mukherjee a ministerial position in what was to become the first instance in a long series that would see the former president's relationship with the Gandhi's family turn sour. 2 years later, having been expelled from the Congress party, Mukherjee floated his own party, the Rashtriya Samvaji Congress, with little success. In 1988, though Mukherjee experienced something of a homecoming rejoining the Congress party, allegedly after Mohan Dev and Sheila Dixit lobbied for his inclusion to Rajiv Gandhi. However, even he was not able to do enough in time to stop Congress and Rajiv Gandhi's defeat in the 1989 general elections. When Rajiv Gandhi himself was assassinated in 1991, Mukherjee's political career experienced a revival of sorts. Shri P.V. Narasimha Rao took leadership of Congress and after party's success in parliamentary elections was named Prime Minister. Under Rao, who served until 1996, and the party Shri Manmohan Singh, who became Prime Minister in 2004, Mukherjee held most of the major ministerial portfolios in cabinet as Commerce Minister from 1993 to 1995, as External Affairs Minister from 1995 to 1996 and again in 2006 to 2009, as Defence Minister from 2004 to 2006 and finally back to Finance Minister in 2009 to 2012. He is the only finance minister to serve the post both in pre-liberalization and post-liberalization eras. He also occupied several important legislative posts including Leader of Rajya Sabha from 1980 to 1984, Congress Party Whip in the Upper House in 1996 to 2004, and Leader of the Lok Sabha from 2004 to 2012. He will also go down in history as the only non-Prime Minister who was the leader of Lok Sabha for 8 years. In addition to his government activities in India, Mukherjee was involved with a number of prominent international organizations, most notably occupying seats of the boards of governors of the African Development Bank, the Asian Development Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the World Bank during his 2 stints as finance minister. Shri Pranab Mukherjee is said to be the most versatile minister of India. He is the only minister to have handled 4 major ministries: defense, commerce, foreign and finance.
अच्छा होता उस दिन देश के प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में प्रणब मुखर्जी को अवसर दिया गया होता.
However, he is believed to have played a key role in convincing Sonia Gandhi to join the Congress party and subsequently mentor her to handle situations in the way that her mother had done so with him. In 2004, when Congress returned to power, Sonia Gandhi declined to become Prime Minister after her political rivals campaigned against her foreign origin. In the view of many, the opportunity movement for Pranab Mukherjee to become India's Prime Minister following Sonia's refusal to take the top seat. However, in a move that surprised many, it was instead Manmohan Singh who emerged as the Congress choice for Prime Minister. Mukherjee continued to serve the Congress party diligently.
Later on, she decided not to have the office of the Prime Minister. And thereafter, the Congress Parliamentary Party gave the responsibility of choosing the leader. And I think, and I have made this comment several times, that she chose the right person. Dr. Manmohan Singh was the right person to be chosen to lead the country at that point of time. And serving under him for long 8 years, he continued to be the Prime Minister for 10 years. I can say with confidence that he provided the right leadership to the nation as Prime Minister.
Later in July 2012, Mukherjee contested the presidential elections against P.A. Sangma, in which he won 70% of the Electoral College vote to become the 13th President of India on 25 July 2012 and continued to serve as the President of the country till 2017. According to constitutional rules, he resigned from Congress membership before contesting the presidential election. By the time Modi's BJP swept to power in 2014, he had been elected to Parliament 7 times. Finally, at the age 77, after 4 decades in the Congress party, he became 13th President of India. Thus, his nearly 45-year-long political career came to an end with his presidency. Though he retired from politics citing health issues, he did not really refrain from attending political events. He in fact attended an RSS event which took everyone by surprise.
Congress rules for 50 or 55 years.
They forget that from where we began and where we left.
Sri Pranab Mukherjee, considered one of the most competent administrators of India, had written many books on subjects ranging from the Indian economy to the creation of a country. The turbulent years 1980 to 1996, the coalition years, the dramatic decade, the Indira Gandhi years, and the thoughts and reflections are some of his popular books. Former President Sri Pranab Mukherjee played a key role in getting terrorists hanged. He believed in power of justice. He immediately stamped the death sentence of Mumbai 26/11 terror attack convict Ajmal Kasab, Parliament House attack convict Afzal Guru, and 1993 Mumbai serial blast convict Yaqub Menon. Mukherjee received around 30-some pardon petitions during his entire tenure as president, in which he declined 31 of them. Even during his tenure as president, he promulgated the Criminal Law Amendment Ordinance 2013, which provides for amendment of Indian Penal Code, Indian Evidence Act, and Code of Criminal Procedure in case of laws related to sexual offence. Sri Pranab Mukherjee was awarded the Bharat Ratna by the Government of India in 2019. Some believe that Mukherjee's elevation to the presidential post was the Congress and Sonia Gandhi's way of compensating the stalwart for passing him over for the prime ministerial post multiple times. Moreover, when the Bharat Ratna was conferred upon Mukherjee, both Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi were conspicuous in their absence at the ceremony, seeming to confirm the trust deficit that had grown between the Gandhi family and the Congress veteran. Earlier in 2018, he was awarded the Padma Vibhushan, India's second highest award. He had many doctoral degrees from universities all over the world. In 1984, he was ranked among the world's top 5 finance ministers in a survey conducted by the journal Euromoney, published from New York. In 2010, he was declared as Finance Minister of the Year for Asia by the Journal of Recorder, Emerging Markets for the World Bank and International Monetary Fund.
Change is the only constant factor, and that change always not positive. It may be negative, it may be positive, it may even be disruptive, but change is constant.
At the age 84, he suffered a major brain clot and underwent a critical surgery. He also tested positive for COVID-19 at the same time. After a long battle for life, Mukherjee bid adieu to the world, leaving the country heartbroken and a big void in Indian politics. India grieves the passing away of Bharat Ratna Pranab Mukherjee. He left an indelible mark on the development trajectory of our nation. May his soul rest in peace.